Hey, what's up, peeps? How you doing, go-getters? Today I'm going to be showing you how I'm preparing for my Body Power 2017 model search competition. Yep, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm training. It's just one segment, but I'm going to be showing you how one day of my training life looks like. So, if you're ready, let's go. Alright, so today's workout, the main objective is to do a cardio based workout. Now, because it's close to the competition, I don't like to actually do cardio in terms of going onto the running machine or anything like that too much, just because I don't want my feet to be tired whilst on stage. I don't want them to be filled up with water neither. I don't want them to be retaining water. So for that reason, I am going to be doing a cardio based workout to use up as much calories as I possibly can, but not on the treadmill. I'll be using giant sets, tri-sets, and all of those kind of exercise after exercise without rest format of training. See, with this is going to allow me to use up as much energy as possible, burn as much calories as possible in a short space of time without having to use the treadmill or the cross train or anything like that. That's why I'm doing this exercise. You've got to really be strategic and think about how you're going to be on the day, how your workout is going to start affecting you on the day from about 2 weeks out of the competition. So that's why I'm got this approach, and that's what I'm going to be taking you through today. So, alright, let's go through the workout. Now, right about now, what I'm doing 5 exercises back to back. So I'm doing my pull-ups, then my hanging knee raises, tricep extensions, and then bicep curls and bent over rows. So that's 5 exercises that I do back to back with no rest whatsoever. This is how I was opening my workout for the day. Now in this workout, I aim to, when it comes to weights, I aim to make it intense, but not too intense. I don't want it to, I'm not trying to strength train, because I'm not trying to stress out my muscles too much. I can't make them grow in size or anything like that. So there'll be no need whatsoever to stress them out at all. And that's really not my approach. I'm trying to still use a weight that's, effective, but at the same time, making sure that it's not too aggressive on my muscles. So I want it to make me have to push, but not push too far that my muscles will be breaking down, the fibers will be breaking down, because really and truly no growth can happen right about now. So that would be absolutely pointless. The only aim right about now is to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to burn calories. Repetition wise today, we're aiming for 8 to 10 reps, no more than that, no lower than at worst 6. After that anyway, I then moved on to my back with close grip V-bar lat pull downs, which is very good. I like to use it to build up my lower traps and to still work on the midsection of my back. From there, I then moved on to doing some bicep curls. Unfortunately, the viewing is not going to be too great because I wasn't able to fix the camera, but you can still see exactly what I was doing. So I moved on to some bicep curls, going for a nice and narrow grip, very close grip. That's just to work the outside of my biceps. Depending on where you grip the bar will always have an effect on which part of your biceps you're actually using. So in this one I'm trying to grow my outer biceps, so I'm going for a close grip. But then I'm going to, throughout this whole workout, I'm going to be traveling through the whole bar. So I'm going to go to a narrow, more straight grip. And then I'm also going to go to a wide grip. Anyway, then I move on to chest press, cable chest press. I rarely use this machine, but for this superset, with this kind of structure, I thought it was a good idea. And then I finish up the set with tricep dips. Really trying to squeeze as much as I can through my triceps here. Trying to feel the contraction at the top, making sure that my arms are straight. Guys, when you're doing this exercise, make sure that your arms turn out straight. Too many people make that mistake. Don't finish with your arms bent, make sure they're straight. Anyways, from there, it got a bit hot, so I had to take off my top. I hope you like what you see. I hope you're impressed. But from there, I then moved on to working my upper back. We did some high lateral pulls. You see I'm trying to work my upper back and also my rear delts. But what I'm really trying to do is squeeze in the middle of my traps, in the middle of my back, because I feel like that's a place that I can do some pumping. So as I'm bringing the cables back, I'm trying my best to get that extra squeeze at the end. Then from there I move on to frontal raises with dumbbells. Trying to go as high as I can, you know, the famous Arnold Schwarzenegger frontal raises, bringing the dumbbells very, very high. Trying to go as high as I can, just to, you know, use the muscle fibers to the max. Nothing special about that, to be honest. Then with this bicep curls now, as you can see now, I'm going very, very, very wide. And the reason why I do that, and I also drop the weight with this one. The reason why I do that, like I said, is to work on a different side of my biceps. So now I'm going to be working on the inner side of my biceps. And then from there, I'm going to move back onto the dumbbells to do lateral raises. In any competition, it's always about perfecting the V shape, having that nice V shape, and having your lateral deltoids pop out is so key. So I always try and, you know, put them in like 3 different workouts per week. Lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises. Last year I was able to take that to 22 kg on the dumbbells, but this year not so much. Alright, then after that I finish off the set doing some shrugs. Shrugs, yes, obviously just to make the back again, the middle of my back, look a lot more thicker. So I went in with barbell shrugs. I love to put it to the rear or put it to the front. That's just a personal preference. I feel like putting it to the rear also helps develop the mid trap, whereas when you put it to the front, it's just about the upper trap. Then I move on to triceps. Now this exercise, I don't know if it has a special name. I've just, you know, made this exercise myself. I don't know if, you know, I'm sure other people do it, but it's not like I need this exercise from somewhere and then I decided to do it. No, one day I was just trying something and I found this exercise very, very effective. You can see my triceps are absolutely bulging, which is, you know, a nice feeling, and it's exactly where we want it to get. I know I'm not rubbing my triceps for the feeling of them, but I'm rubbing them so my concentration goes to that section. You know, when you're training, it's always good to try and touch the muscles where you're trying to work, because it really, really helps you get focused on contracting to the maximum that muscle. So that's one of the reasons why I do that. So yeah, I did it in 2 different directions. I feel like it hits it a bit differently. When I do it this way, it goes all the way to the rear delts. So I first do the one where it's like bent in line with my shoulders, so it's in front of my shoulders, and then I'll bring it to the side of my shoulders. I bring my elbow to the side of my shoulders. From there, I move on to forearms, just doing reverse curls, single hands, trying to really pump out the weight at the top, really trying to contract my forearms as much as I can. If you watch closely, you see that my wrists are slightly turned back, and this is just to make sure I get that maximum contraction on my forearms and making sure that my forearms are doing the work. And then I move on to reverse curls. With the reverse curls, it's just working the other side of the forearm just to get that nice and pumped. You want to get your forearms looking good for any kind of bicep shots. If your forearms are not looking good, then, you know, your arms just look absolutely weak. So forearms is definitely a place that you don't want to be neglected when you're preparing for a competition, because it just wouldn't make your bicep shots look really good and make them look very, very weak. So I really tried to work my forearms. My arms are not super big, they're not even big, I don't think. But I definitely know that, look, if you want to Even if you don't have massive arms, at least have a good bulk of forearm muscles and a decent bicep muscle, you do well. You will make it look actually better. Anyway, so from there, I then move on to narrow grip bicep curls. Now with this narrow grip, what I'm trying to do also, I'm not extending my hands fully. So I'm just trying to get the roundness at the peak of the muscle, and that's all. So I keep my arms at a 90-degree bend, then I curl the way up. Then from there, I then move on to my abs now. So my abs, what I'm just trying to do is get the separation between my obliques and my abdominals. So this exercise, it's hard to tell, but I do it 3 different ways. I do a very small concentrated contraction, then I do a kind of a fuller contraction, and I'm almost contracting my whole body, as you can see, and then I do a twist, so a crunch down and then twist. Now that really helps get the serenity involved and to really turn on those obliques to the maximum. I'm just trying to make them split from my abdominals. So this is just a nice little way of doing that, you know? And yeah, this was pretty much my workout. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Alright, watch this space, guys. I hope to make you all proud. Peace out. Go get us.